I have a webinar today on how to identify investment from a scam. My name is May Doldalau, and I live in Waikiki with my husband, Jomel, and our 12-year-old son, Jordan, and my mom. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000 of credit card debts, line of credit debts, paid it all off by April of 2016, and then I quit my job December 23rd. 2016 was my last day working at a job, and I started coaching clients to do what I did, which wasn't just pay off debt. Our net worth had improved by about $500,000, and we were making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividends from stocks. Then I started coaching clients to do what I did in what I call Finance Freedom Mastermind programs, which you can find out more about at my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. And during those mastermind programs, we bought property. My husband and I bought property together. We bought our first condo in Waikiki together in 2017. In 2018, we bought our second condo, which is an Airbnb business. In 2019, we sold the first condo and bought this one, which is a 3-bedroom in Waikiki. And then my mom moved in last year. So that is my story very quickly. You can, like I said, you can find out more about me at yesfinanciallyfree.com. And I am doing a webinar training at 6 a.m. Hawaii time today, only to my email list members and to the inner circle members. So if you want to get on that webinar, then go to yesfinanciallyfree.com and opt in to the email page. Okay? So that's yesfinanciallyfree.com. All right? Yesfinanciallyfree.com. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we are going to begin our every day I do a gratitude, peace, and financial freedom practice. So yesfinanciallyfree.com, that's where we are. You go to the Contact Us page, all right? That's how you opt into the email list. Now, this blog is really cool because it has replays of all my lives. I go live every day, all right? So if you ever miss one, just jump on the blog and get it. Today, I'm doing a training, okay? Today, I'm doing a training, how to identify an investment from a scam. That is today's training. It is going to be in about 55 minutes. I'm going to go live. So to get the Zoom invite and the replay link into that live training, all you have to do is get on the email list. Like I said, go to the Contact Us page, okay? Contact Us. So I'm going to click on that right now and show you what it looks like. So you go to Contact Us. It's very simple. There is a form here. You just fill it out, yeah, to get on the email list. And as a free gift, I give you a book, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. So you just put in your name, email, hit the button right there, and then that's how you get on the email list. And you should get that ebook immediately. All right. If you don't get the ebook immediately, just check your spam folder. If you still don't get the ebook, check your promotions tab in Gmail. And if you still don't have it, try a different email address. Yahoo emails don't always work in my autoresponder. So that's how you get on the email list, get the Zoom link invite, and get on the webinar that I'm going to do very soon. All right. And I do one free webinar every month. So it is a good idea to get on the email list. Then you get those invites and you get the replay links. Yes? Okay. Thank you for that. We're going to do our gratitude practice. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Thank you that I'm alive this morning. Thank you that I have Zoom to use and webinars that I can teach something useful to people. Thank you for Choppy Mix and 40 Play and Old Man and Boyd and Freddie and Superstar. Welcome. Thank you for being on the live. Thank you for YouTube friends. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being on the live this morning. Thank you for watching, and thank you for anyone who joins the webinar later today. And I hope that it helps you learn more about investing and creating real wealth in your life. Thank you for scams, and thank you for real investments. Thank you for the government, the SEC. Thank you for the FBI. Thank you for the state government for shutting down BG Wealth Sharing Group. Thank you for my friends who brought attention to me of BG Wealth Sharing, and thank you that we are all here and alive together, and that my heart is beating, that I have a head and I'm still alive, and my hands and fingers and my mother's alive. Thank you. Alexa, stop. All right. That is it. Okay, for our gratitude practice, now we're going to do our peace practice. The first step in the peace practice, as taught by the monks from Walk for Peace, is to write down the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day. All right, so I wrote it down. I write it every day. See all those sentences? Yeah. Okay, today is going to be my peaceful day, and you read it in your mind several times. You say it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. And that's it. That's the first step. The second step is the mindfulness practice. We're going to focus on our breath. So just focus on your breathing. Don't try to control your breathing. Just notice your breathing. When you breathe in, count 1. You breathe out, count 1. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Yeah? And then when you get to 5, go back to 1 and count to 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. And then come back to 1 and count to 5. And then start over. If you lose track, just go back to your breathing. Don't beat yourself up. Be nice to yourself. Just start again. Right? And if you have thoughts that come to distract you, just notice the thought in your mind and say thought, 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 come back to your breath. Same with feelings like pain, itchiness, numbness. Just say feeling, 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 come back to the breath. Same with sounds that you hear. Sound, 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 come back to your breath. All right, we're going to begin. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute. Close your eyes.
1 minute timer started.
Relax from the top of your head, down your face, shoulders, upper body, lower body, legs, feet, toes. Relax. Breathe in and out 3 deep breaths. Now just focus on your breath. Alexa, stop. All right, that's it for the mindfulness breathing. I love that stuff. It feels so good. All right, that's now an hour before you go to bed, you can do the mindfulness breathing. And then focus on your day and see if there's anything you did to hurt yourself or anyone else. Forgive yourself. Forgive the other person if they hurt you. If you hurt someone else, ask for forgiveness. Say sorry. Promise you won't do it again. And then forgive yourself. And then in the morning when you wake up, don't look at your phone. Just make your bed nice, neat, and tidy. Go to the bathroom. If the bathroom's very dirty, clean it, And then go ahead and write down your sentence. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Do the mindfulness breathing practice. Then after that, you could do some exercise. Do the exercise and maybe have breakfast. Then during the day, do one thing at a time. Focus on mindfulness practice on your daily activities. So when you're eating, just eat. Don't watch movies or look at television or talk to anyone. I know that's challenging. Cooking, chop, chop, chop. Only focus on chopping. Don't listen to music. When you are driving, don't talk on the phone. Just drive. This is how you practice mindfulness in your everyday activities. All right. And then the only other thing is if you have an 8-hour workday, you could practice mindfulness by every hour. Just stop what you're doing and do 1 to 3 minutes of mindfulness breathing. And then by the end of the day, you'll have done 8 to 10 minutes of mindfulness practice. And it'll also make you work better, more efficient, and happier at your job. And that's the peace practice. So now we're going to do our financial freedom practice, which is affirmations and visualization. So today I'm going to do this card again. But usually I go at yesfinanciallyfree.com. So I'll show you where I usually go. So yesfinanciallyfree.com. If you go there, you will see there is this cool thing called Map to Freedom. If you click on Map to Freedom, right, you get to this cool page called Map to Freedom. It's very fun. And map number 5 is called Do It Yourself on Yes Financially Free. So what does that mean? It's a list of a lot of blog posts with a lot of information on how to become financially free. So, and one of them is 643 affirmations for financial freedom, wealth, abundance, money, and prosperity. So you can get a lot of affirmations right here. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that so you know where I get affirmations from. And now we're going to do affirmations. But today I'm going to use a card that's by my desk. So hold on one second. There we go. Okay. Oh, moving phones around is so interesting. Anyway, so here we go. This is a card called Attitudes of Wealth, Winning the Money Game. It's from the Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar I did way back when I was having all these money problems I told you about, and I really wanted to be financially free. And when you have a lot of money problems, you think about it a lot because it's just in your face every day, right? You have to pay bills, you don't have the money, maybe you're overdrafting, maybe, it's just so much going on with money. And so I did these affirmations, I do this practice, and it helps. And now I don't have those problems anymore, yeah? Okay, repeat after me. I am an excellent money manager. I am an excellent money manager. How am I an excellent money manager? How am I an excellent money manager? I always pay myself first. I always pay myself first. Why do I always pay myself first? Why do I always pay myself first? I put money into my financial freedom account every day. I put money into my financial freedom account every day. My money works hard for me and makes me more and more money. My money works hard for me and makes me more and more money. My son asked me that. He's like, why do I have money, mommy? Because I said he has dividends, right? I pay him dividends. It's like his allowance, but it's from people giving him money since he was born. I just invested in stocks and then he gets dividends, right? So I give it to him, not all of it, but most of it. He can spend it. I teach him how to spend. I teach him how to save. I teach him how to keep a wallet so he doesn't lose his money, stuff like that. And he wonders, how does the money come? And I'm like, it comes from dividends. And so it's funny. Anyway, I earn enough passive income to pay for my desired lifestyle. I earn enough passive income to pay for my desired lifestyle. I am financially free. I work because I choose to, not because I have to. I am financially free. I work because I choose to, not because I have to. My part-time business is managing and investing my money and creating passive income streams. My part-time business is managing and investing my money and creating passive income streams. Yay! Yay! I still love all those affirmations so much. I still love them. They're so good, right? They get to the bottom, the nitty gritty of financial freedom, which is basically you have to decide for yourself that you are important enough to pay yourself before you pay your mortgage or your rent or your anything else. You invest in yourself first. That's what paying yourself means. Is when you finally decide that you're worth something and that you finally take care of yourself, your finances, right? You take care of you. I think it's so good, right? And when I started learning this, I realized I am not a victim. I am the one who creates my life. I create it, right? And then every time a victim story comes up, I know that story is created story is not true because I am the creator. I create everything. So then I stopped blaming other people for my problems, right? Blaming institutions, blaming people. I don't do that because I create my life. So do you, right? These are awesome. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to do our visualization, then we'll be done. And then if you want to see me again in less than an hour, then just join the email list like I showed you earlier on yesfinanciallyfree.com, and then you'll get the invite to my webinar today. Yes. Okay. Left hand on heart, right hand over left hand. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out. Gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for a beautiful, beautiful life we have. It's such a pretty day today, too. All right. Imagine right now that you are financially free. What are you doing? How do you feel? So just take this time right now and imagine that you're living a day financially free. Go. open your eyes. We are done. Thank you for being on the live. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Like I said, I will see you in a little bit for the webinar, How to Identify an Investment from a Scam. So if you're on our email list, you are getting an email very soon with the invite. Yes, and if you're not on the email list, go get on the email list. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. So check it out. Remember, go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. We are doing the webinar very soon. And the Inner Circle also gets an invite. So Inner Circle, check it out. The Inner Circle is not free. My email list is completely free. So there are two ways to get the invite. You can either go to yesfinanciallyfree.com and go to products, and there's Inner Circle, and then you can check that out and join the Inner Circle, and that's $9.67. Or you can do it for free by going to the Contact Us page, right? And you just go ahead and fill out your name, email, and hit that button to get on my email list, right? So just so you know about the Inner Circle, I really should tell you a little bit more about it before I go. The Inner Circle has tools and trainings for financial freedom, wealth, and abundance. It has a lot of great trainings in there. Some of them include how to create passive income from dividend yielding stocks, how to be your own bank, how to tell if buying a property is more profitable than renting, and also how to negotiate down credit card debts. Yes. And all the trainings that I do every month, they are included in the Inner Circle. And you also can request me to do a training for you, and I will do a training. Okay, so if you want to learn something in particular, that is how you get me to teach you. So this training today, how to identify an investment from a scam, is because a friend of mine asked me about BG Wealth sharing because all his friends were bugging him. Actually, a couple friends. One friend was doing it, and two friends were asking me, what is it? Why are people bothering me about it? So when I went to investigate it, it had already been discovered by the federal government that they were taking the money, everyone's money, and sending it to China over various networks. And they froze $41 million. They seized the website. The Hawaii state government also issued a cease and desist order from doing BG Wealth Financial. So it was a scam. A lot of people in Hawaii were doing it. And so my husband's friend actually won't return his calls, which is unfortunate. So yeah, so I guess it has made a big impact on people in Hawaii. So it is very important to understand when you have money, how to identify if someone is trying to steal it from you. And you may think this is funny, but thieves today are very sophisticated. They're smart. They make apps that pretend to be trading platforms where you put your money and it's just a scam. It's not real. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay? So I'll see you in a little bit. Have a great day. Aloha. Take